What are joins in SQL? Hi, I am M. Asif Hussain from KnowHow Academy. In this video, we are going to see what is meant by joins in SQL, what are the different types of joins we have in SQL, and what each join is describing about. So if I make you understand by giving you with a very simple example, rather than directly taking the technical terminology called join. Whenever we are working in a real-time company, we should not expect that our client will be giving us the data in a single sheet or in a single folder or in a single file. There might be multiple files, there might be multiple tables, there might be multiple Excel sheets where you have to extract the data from and start analyzing the data, then start preparing the reports and all. What is meant by join? When I'm talking about the word joins, if you are new while learning SQL, if you are new in learning database, then understand that when I am talking about joins, it doesn't mean that it is a joint, Joints. No, it's not joints, it's join, Joins. Okay, very simple. Many of the students where I have seen that when I am telling about joins, they write TS at the last. Okay, it's not joints. When you are talking about joints, it's like an elbow joint, knee joint. Okay, so these are the joints. So I'm not talking about the joints, I'm talking about the joins in SQL. So where Joins, it's joins in SQL. So here, what is meant by joins? You are connecting a table with another table. For example, you have 2 columns in table 1, 4 columns in table 2. So you need to connect these 2 tables and get the result out of it. So what you have to do, you have to join this. What you have to do? You have to join these 2 tables. So if I take you with another example, if I talk about employee, where I have all the employee information such as employee name, employee ID, employee department and employee salary. I have all the employee details of an organization in one table, and I have all the technical terminology or the technical works that the organization is handling with, all those informations in another table, such as employee 1 is handling automation testing projects, employee 2 is handling cloud computing projects, so something like this. So I have all the technical stuff in technical table, all the employee personal information in the employee table. Now what are the columns I have in my employee table? I have employee ID, employee name, employee department and employee salary. And now in my technical table, I have employee ID, I have the technical project name and the duration of the project. So now I don't want to get all these informations in my output. I just want to see which employee is handling which project. Very simple. So I would like to see, if I want to take as an example, I want to see employee ID, employee name and the technical project, only these 3 columns. So technical project is from my second table and these 2 columns are from my first table. So the point is that when you get to work on these kind of scenarios, your joins concept will come into the picture. So now there are different types of joins in SQL that we have. Let me make you go through all those types of joins that we have step by step. Here in the joins, we have right join, we have left join, we have inner join, we have outer join, we have cross join and we have self join. So when I'm talking about these joins, if I talk about a right join, let us consider I'm talking about a right join. Right join is nothing but the right table information. Okay, so there are 2 tables, table A and table B, table 1 and table 2. So which table you are choosing in table 1 and which table you are choosing in table 2, that matters a lot. So do not worry, I will explain you everything in detail. What exactly is this right join, left, inner, outer, cross and self, how does it works and what is the syntax of it. I'm going to explain it to you step by step. So now in this right join, if I talk to you in this regard, so everything on the right table, so if I make you understand, so this is my table A, okay, and this is my table B. In the same way, this is my table A and this is my table B. Okay, so table A is always the left table, table B is always the right table. So table A and table B. In the same way, table A and table B. Now the point is that if I talk to you here about the right join, let me explain it to you like this. So this is my left table, which is my table A, and this is my right table, which is my table B. Okay, so now the point is that everything on the right table plus anything on the left that matches. What is this right join is explaining about? So as this part of the right table, as this part of the right table is coming inside the left table, so this part is called as the common information. So this section is called as a common information. So out of this common information, the rest everything is my right table. Everything is my right table. So what right join is telling me that it will consider the common information which is there in between both the left table and the right table, plus what all the remaining thing that we have in the right table, everything. So that comes under my right join. In the same way, if I talk to you about the left join, so again here, so if I explain you like this, this is my left table which I am drawing the lines, and now again for this left table, a little bit part of right table is also coming into the left table. That's where we call it as this is also common part between the left and right. So it will consider first the common information that we have in between these both left and right table, then whichever is remaining under the left table we get it in an output. So that's where the left join works into the picture. So whenever an interviewer asks you in the interview what are the different types of joins and explain it in detail, then it is very easy. Do not get confused. Why do we use join? We use join to connect to one or more table. You might have a question, sir, is it possible that you are telling me that there is table A and table B, so a join is allowed only for two tables? No, more than two tables also you can do the joins. Okay, so in order to connect more than one table we use joins. That is the first step in an interview. Second answer is that there are these many types of joins. What are they? There are right, left, inner, outer, and the remaining two are cross and self. Okay, very rarely we use it. Now if an interviewer asks you, can you explain me something about right join, please understand this diagram. This diagram is very important. Please understand this diagram. So every information that we have from the right table plus anything that matches from my left table. Again, if I talk about the left join, everything on the left table plus this information which is common in between the right table, that I am going to get it in a left join. If I talk about the outer join is nothing but the complete thing, every information between two tables, though it is a common, though it is not common, though it is a unique information, everything you will get it in a outer join. That is what outer join is. And if I talk about the inner join will give us only the common information. So if I draw this diagram, always remember this diagram. If you remember this diagram, joins concept is very, very easy. Okay, so only the things that matches on left and the right table. So this is my left table, this is my right table. Whichever information is common in between the both the tables, left table and the right table, only that information we are going to get it from our inner join. Though you mention the word inner, though you don't mention the word inner, and if you just write the word called join, it is considered as inner. So these are the four joins which are most probably used on. Okay, left join, right join, outer join, inner join. Let me explain it to you again. If I talk about the left join, every information that we have from the left table plus anything that matches on the right table. If I talk about the right join, everything from the right table plus anything that matches on the left table. What is outer join? Everything from both the tables, left table and right table. If I talk about the inner join, the common information between the left table and right table is inner join. If you explain it in the interviews, when the joins question is been asked, then the interviewer will be very happy. Alright, so these are the joins. If I talk about the self join is nothing but one table, it will be interconnected or it will be joining with this own table. Okay, that is self join. When I talk about the cross join, that is another a very interesting part. If I talk about the cross join, if I explain it to you about the cross join here, for example, let me consider that I have tea, okay, then I have biscuits, then I have chocolates. Okay, so this is one table, table 1, and I have something from the second table. Where is it? Let me consider A, B, C. Okay, so what is cross join? So cross join will consider that A also will take tea, A also will take biscuits, A also will take chocolates. In the same way, B also will take tea, B also will take biscuits, B also will take chocolates. In the same way, C also will take tea, C also will take biscuits, C also will take chocolates. So this is cross join. Okay, something like this. This is cross join. Okay, so the joins concept we should be very sure when we are learning it. Okay, we should not get confused. Most of the people, they will get confused in choosing what table they have to consider it in the right table and which table they have to consider it in the left table. Most of the people, they are getting confused in this. That's where the mistakes are happening. So if you are new in learning joins, understand the concept very easily and work on that in the same way. So in my next videos, I'll be explaining to you in detail what are the joins with the real-time examples. So thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as your source for IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate the tech world. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.